basically what's happened is, with no public discussion starting in 2007, crude oil tankers started to come into Vancouver Harbor to load up on tar sands crude.
We have oil tankers currently coming through our harbor and risking an oil spill to our coast. That is ground zero for us, that should we have a spill from our oil tankers, families will not be able to play on the beach.
Crack this ancient mystic code. I hear the silence.
We want a public process. We want to talk about it. If we're going to have tankers in here, we want to talk about it. We want to talk about the risk. Who's responsible? And when that ship has an accident, that company can disappear overnight. And who's left with the mess? You, me, our community, our city. We're the ones that have to go clean it up.
What we know is that it's an extremely narrow passageway that tankers can only pass through at high tide, and they only have between 3 and 4 meters between the bottom of their hull and the actual bottom of the inlet.
It's the narrowest passage of any oil tanker in the world. There's no precedent for putting oil tankers through that narrow of a passage with that little clearance. It's only 100 meters through that railroad bridge. Tides rip through there, winds. This is not the place to be shipping oil tankers.
For this peace and quiet on the Western Front.
The potential for oil tankers to impact wild salmon is almost 100%. We know that there's small accidents, there's big accidents. Accidents happen. These are very violent waters, lots of reefs, boats hit rocks all the time. It's guaranteed. We've seen this again and again. We don't have to replay this to the demise of our species.
Why the hell are we shipping somebody else's oil and sludge from the tar sand, somebody else's, over our land and on our coast for somebody else on the other side of the ocean? It doesn't make any sense at all. This is an absolutely nothing economically for British Columbia, and it's just a huge, huge danger that's bound to happen.
Down by the ocean here, what would it be like covered in tar? How would we feel seeing dead and dying birds and other wildlife washing up? So I don't care if we're young or if we're old, let's get it together, let's come together and stop these oil tankers.
The environment's going to hell in a handbasket, and every day things get worse. There's no future for the planet and for our children if we don't get out there and make changes now. There's just no time to waste. The temperature's rising around the Earth, the environment is falling apart, and we have to act.
What makes it you have hope is because you can keep working.
Right.
You don't give up hope. You don't just stay home and say, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it. If you go out and do something about it, not only does it help and work, it makes you feel better.
All is quiet on the Western Front. Tonight, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you.